So we're out here in the woods now on a beautiful fall day. Got the ShockWiz mounted up. So you can see I've got a float DPS here, the evol can. It was a little difficult getting it set up on the evol can because you can see there's, if I can get it to focus, you can see there's a bit of a ridge there. But I found it worked pretty well if I attached the hose to the ShockWiz first, move things around until they were happy, and then put the boot on in the orientation it needed. So you can see it's nicely tucked up in there. Not gonna hit anything. Let's go out and ride. So here we can see the ShockWiz app. As you can see, it is currently connected to my ShockWiz right up at the top there. So it gives you a few different options here. So for tuning style, you can be efficient, balanced, playful, aggressive, which basically just determines how much it prioritizes certain types of damping. So efficient is going to be more heavily damped to try to prevent pedal bob, things like that. Aggressive is going to be less damping, more open for downhill riding, things like that. So I did most of my riding on balanced. Unfortunately, as you can see here with the shock tuning score of 0, it does not save between sessions. So you'll see as we go through here, most of these things are blank, except I'll show some screenshots at the end of what I actually saw during the sessions. So you can see it's got battery indicator down here, has a calibration status, then you can flash the LED on it. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to do that, but if you wanted to. So you can see what the suggestions it gives you are, and you can see none of them have enough data at the moment. So it lets you know baseline air pressure, which is basically sag, tells you what that means, what it does, how to adjust it, and then how close it is there. Air spring ramp, rebound, high speed and low speed compression, and bottom out resistance. Detections basically shows you what it's sensing as you ride. So you can see here, like packing, for example, is when you have too much rebound damping, and so the shock can't fully extend between successive hits. So, for example, if it was sensing packing, it would tell you to reduce your rebound. Bottoming, it might be air pressure, depending on your sag and the other behavior, or it might be shock volume. Bobbing is generally going to be low speed compression. And so on and so forth. Confidence here at the bottom basically tells you how confident it is in the recommendations it's giving you. So this is a good check to do just to make sure that you know, it's not telling you to do things that it's not really confident about. It seems like this goes up to 100. I was able to achieve that on my ride today. Other things here, you can see app version, firmware version, still in beta, so obviously this is going to change. And that's about it for the app. So I'll show you a few screens from my ride today. You can see that I was pretty close. It actually said my shock tuning score was pretty damn good, but I could play a little bit with rebound damping. So I'll try to play with that some more. But one thing to note, since it doesn't save your values, you have to make sure you check it during your ride. You can't go for a ride, get home, and then check it after you're, been sitting, after you go shower and whatnot. So that's it. I'll play around with this some more, tune my shock and my fork based on the suggestions, and let you know my feedback in a few weeks.